everybody, welcome to Caketastic Cakes. It's Jen and I'm going to show you how I made this Link cake. It was very easy. I made this Link because the Legend of Zelda just had its anniversary a little while ago, and when it came out in the 1980s for the NES, it was a 32-bit pixel image. So I decided to make a 32-bit pixel cake to celebrate it. And this was just for the heck of it, so I'm just doing a small little cake. It's a square 6-inch cake. And it doesn't really matter the size or the shape. As long as you get 16 by 16 pixels, it's going to look good. Now I am going to include the picture of the pixel map that I used. You just have to print it to make it bigger or smaller to fit your cake. And you're just going to have to make a whole bunch of little squares. Because of the size of my cake and the size of my printout, I'm using that square cutter right there. And this is just like my little test run right here. So I cut out a square and I cut it into quarters just to happen to see, and it works. So I was like, yay. So the square I'm using is either 2 centimeters or 1 3/4 inches wide, or I'm sorry, 3/4 wide. And so, yeah, it's pretty small. So like I said, it doesn't really matter the size of the squares as long as they match up to the size of your cake. So like I said, I'll include the printout, and you can just print it to the size so it will work. And you're only going to need 4 colors as well, so this is really easy. You're going to need a light green, kind of like almost a lime green, just a nice bright color green, kind of a beigey brown color, a light brown color, a copper color, like a good orangey copper color, and then white. So very easy. Once you have all your little squares cut out, you are going to need a lot of them. I have it written down here. You're going to need a 63 white, 41 green, 75 copper, 61 beige. So it's a lot of squares. You're gonna be making a lot of squares. If you hated Minecraft cakes, you're gonna not be too happy with this one either. However, assembling it is a breeze. You just follow your guide like you would any map, just one row at a time. Lay out your colors straight across, go to the next row down, and keep on going. You just need to make sure that your color, or your squares, I should say, your tiles line up and are as neat as possible. Because I was cutting up one big even square into 4 little squares, they weren't as perfect as they could be, but it's okay. It still came out pretty well. And you can also see here, once you ice your cake, you know, it might change shape a little. If you're going for the exact perfect size like I was off. You know, it's just how it is. Once you ice it, whatever, I don't know, it's going to change shape. My perfectly square cake was not as perfectly square as I thought, maybe, or it's probably more likely user error. So, you know, if you end up seeing that you've got 2 little tabs on the side sticking out, I just put a little line, just a little stripe down each side just to make a little border. And then if you do the sides, which I didn't do, I just wanted the top look, then, you know, you can make it as fancy as you want. So, but that's it. It's super easy, super cute, and it's Link. So what could go wrong, really? So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like and subscribe because it does help me out, especially with YouTube algorithms these days. I've got a lot of other videos out there, so be sure to take a look. And as always, thank you for watching Caketastic Cakes.